Two hip kicks.
Boom.
Boom. Welcome, everybody. Thanks for coming in. It is another episode of Finding Your Music Mojo with me, Dawn from Two Hit Chicks, and this guy.
I'm TC from TKR VideoCentral and the Kirkham Report, and she's back.
She's back. I'm right here. Right over here. Over here. Can you see me? Yeah. Yeah, I'm back. Thank you, TC, and thank you, Kim, for filling in for me last time. I was on a mission. You know how it is when you're on a mission. You got to get things done. So I really appreciate it. If you guys didn't see that episode, please go back and check it out because it was really good. Really good. I wasn't there, but it was really good. You did a great job. You and Kim have a great chemistry. I love that.
Well, we've got 30 plus years practice, so we should be able to.
You should have something going by then. For sure. For sure. So hey, Laura Lou is in the house. Let me see. There she is. Hey, Laura. Hello, darling. How are you doing? Hopefully you're enjoying the nice warmer weather. Now, Laura's the type of person who will put on her flip-flops right now and just go down to the beach. It's 40, but you know, it's a break in the weather. I don't blame her at all. Take it in. So today's show, guys, is we're going to talk about 45s. That's the way to put it, right?
30,000 45.
30,000.
45.
As Laura knows, because we use her space to store these things, we had acquired 30,000 45s, but besides that, we had also acquired other lots of 45s and other purchases. So I thought it'd be kind of fun to go through what we gotten, kind of give you an example of what they look like and how they come to us when we go ahead and then either put them in my own collection.
Yep.
Or bring them to YouTube or bring them to whatnot and try to, share them with others because I can't keep all of these. I ain't got the room.
I can say that I've purchased my share of them.
He has. His more than his fair share.
More than what I can afford, more than what I can store.
That's true. And yet, I'm like a dealer.
And yet I keep buying them because I'm obsessed with them.
I keep hooking them. All right, my lovely wife is here as well. Hello, darling.
Hey, Mary. And hi, Laura, by the way. Thank you for coming by last night, Laura.
Yeah. Oh, Laura popped in too?
Yep.
Yeah, share with her. I mean, talk about that new show just real quick because it's kind of 45 related.
It is. It's 45 centric. It's called AM 70s or formerly Sunday Night AM 70s. We're doing 2 hours of 70s songs, formatted like a regular radio station with jingles, old commercials, old promos, and all kinds of stuff. And it'll be on 8 to 10 every Sunday night starting last night. I did a live chat last night. I'll be doing another one next week. So please come join me Eastern time at 8 o'clock, 5 p.m. Pacific time for Sunday Night AM 70s on TKR VideoCentral.
There you go, guys. Yeah, and check it out because it's a great, if nothing else, just kind of have it playing in the background while you're doing other things because it's a lot of music I spent my teen years listening to. Let's call it that. We'll just call it that.
And remember, it's curated by an actual person, not artificial intelligence.
This is awesome. There's nothing artificial about his intelligence. I don't know if that's a good thing to say or not, but you get the idea. All right. And if I had artificial stuff in my intelligence, would I be wearing this? No, my God, you wouldn't. Look at that shirt. I tell you, that's my favorite shirt. I have to get that's my favorite. I'm glad you wore that. Thank you. I
love this shirt. It's so comfortable. I love it. Yeah.
It's out there it's in the description, as they say. You can find that shirt. It's a cute shirt. It's like my favorite shirt of all the ones I put up there so far. Just because it looks a lot like Trevor.
Mm-hmm.
It's supposed to represent Trevor. There you go. Yep. So yeah, and you also have shirts, which I am not wearing.
But you
But
have, and that's fine.
I have, yes, and you carry a bunch of merch as well, which is very cool.
Yep.
You tied that merch into your YouTube channel, yeah?
I have a channel. Yeah, there's a store on the YouTube tabs.
There you go.
You can
So
get
check them out.
merch
Check out his
for
stuff there too.
generic stuff, plus also the new shows. Already have AM70 stuff up. We got Saturday Night Disco Party stuff, which is on Saturday nights, and we got Obscuria shirts plus other stuff. And
Yeah, the
more will
Saturday
be
Night Disco
coming.
stuff is fun too.
Yeah.
More stuff coming, as they say. All right, so how did I get into collecting 45s? Good question. How did you get into collecting 45s? You didn't have them right away. I mean, you used to collect vinyl, but
I had 45s when I started. My mom was not an album buyer. She bought mostly 45s. She would only buy singles or songs that she liked. And when I came along, she eventually would continue to play them and eventually, started educating me on good music and what she liked and what was good and got me a little GE Kids record player. And so I started with 45s. I used to get a 45 every 6 weeks as a treat for not crying when I got a gamma globulin shot. I had to have those for 2 years for my immune system when I was a kid. And so that's where the collection started. And then
rivalry is
it
what
just
it is.
grew. It just grew. Yeah.
Very cool. So yeah, I had a well, because we're in Michigan, Voice of Music was a big thing here.
Yeah.
Michigan had Voice of Music record players, and I got a hand-me-down record player from my older sister at the time, and so I played a lot of records that they had in the house. But yeah, 45s to me have always been something that I like. Albums fine. It's just 45s, if you fall in love with a song, you can buy a song back then.
Yeah,
in the day,
exactly.
back in the day. And you didn't have to buy the whole album if you couldn't afford it. And it was a cheap alternative way to collect music, right?
Yep, and 45s are still a cheap alternative because albums these days are 30, 35, 40 bucks.
Ridiculous. Exactly.
And
ridiculous.
up to 20 on CDs even, which is kind of crazy.
I know, right? So, and then of course I just started acquiring them. As I got older, I kind of picked up the ones I wanted. And then of course I started doing a little side DJing. So I'd have to buy singles for that, as well as albums if I want them, or 12 inches or whatever. So yeah, I started getting a lot of 45s, and I just kind of fell into it. Voice of Music history. Look at my wife. Pop it in the, look at that. Look at that. Thank you, dear. Yeah, it's a thing. Hey, Don, welcome. How you doing,
welcome,
buddy?
Don.
45s. So yeah, it just started that way, and then of course I just kept and hung on to them, and then I acquired more. And then as I got into my new life here, where, I could say former life was that, but as I got into reselling and stuff, I started buying them just not only for me, but also just thought they were fun to resell as well. And once in a while, I'd come across ones that I definitely wanted. So I go to record stores as well and kind of bin dig, right? But as I got into the reseller mentality, and I got to the point where it's like you walk into an estate sale or whatever, or a garage sale, and you just say, you start looking through things. But if you didn't have a lot of times money in that case, you're like, how much do you want for the whole thing? That got me in trouble, but that's
this is why I do not go to estate sales except during estate sale bingo.
Exactly. It's like, oh, well, I could sit here and look through all these and they want $1 a piece for them or whatever, but like, how much do you just want for the whole pile? And part of that, was that I enjoyed not only did I want to save time, I know, right? And then offer less. Oh, exactly right, Laura. If they want, $50, you're like, no, would you take, 10 or whatever, 15? Because Laura's the best at that. So it's like a treasure hunt, I guess, at that point. It's like buying, like people buy packs of cards, sports cards, Pokemon cards, whatever, magic cards. And they're like, I don't know what I'm going to get, but here's a whole stack. How much do you want for this stack?
Yep.
I'm not even going to look at them, that kind of thing. And I've done that a couple times, obviously, because here I have a whole stack. And so you buy these. So I bought them basically at, like, we call them craptastic lots because we don't know what we're getting into. So I bought them that way. Then when I couldn't find enough of those, we go into online auctions and people would have boxes and boxes of records all stacked up like this, right? In the no sleeves, no protection. They're just there. So we bought a bunch of Craptastic lots, and that's actually, this is a pile that I haven't even looked at yet, so we can look at them together if you'd like. And then of course you buy, as you get a little more money, you get a little more time, you end up buying nicer lots of records, stuff like this, that's all sleeved and covered in plastic and everything. And that's how we got, this is one of the 30,000 lot we bought. One box of the 30,000, and they're all in this shape. But this guy was a completist, I guess you could say. He ended up collecting everything, like the same artist, same title, 4 different ways or 50 different ways, depending on how many pressings there were of it. So
right.
He would even collect ones that were cracked or broken or whatever. So some of those were like that. So yeah, it was just a lot of fun. You know, they are heavier than they look. Hell yes, they are. Yes. And Laura is the best bargain person. Amen to that. I agree. So yeah. So have you ever bought in mass like that? TC?
Not
well, you do the pylons, but you know what
the
those
pylons, and I've done that. Well, I've bought some mystery lots here and there. You've done some mystery lots, and I've bought those. But no, I have not gone out to where I will like. I don't have the room. If I had the room,
yeah, true.
It would be dangerous because I would be doing that all the time.
I don't have the room either.
I don't know how Carlson does it.
Unit. That's why we're in Laura's storage unit. I don't have the room either. Rachel, lurking and late. That's okay, sweetie. You are more than welcome to lurk and hang late if you have to. That's cool.
And we can give Rachel more ideas of more records she can buy tomorrow on whatnot.
There you go. Oh, we're converting people left and right here to 45s, let me tell you. So yeah, it's a lot of fun. And I thought what I'd do, since you guys have nothing better to do but hang with us and look at records, I just show you some stuff that I have not even looked at yet. Yeah. If you want to do that.
That sounds good.
You want to start with the Craptastic stuff first?
Whatever you want to do.
All right, you tell me if you know these guys. All right. So I don't even know which side is I know part 1 is the A side. There we go. Joey D and the Starlighters, Peppermint Twist.
Yeah, that was a pretty big hit.
Part 2 is on the B side, but so you can see how I get them. They're dirty. They've been they're stored literally one on top of each other. So yeah, with that. But this is this is the Craptastic kind, and this, you're lucky if the label's in good shape or whatever. This isn't in bad shape. This probably will clean up and play out at a VG quality. So that's cool. Yeah. I don't know the value of any of these guys. Joey D, what kind of love is this? That could almost be a strange question to ask somebody. Yeah. You don't want to ask that on your first date.
Or if you do, you want to run screaming.
Run screaming. Joe Barry, I got a feeling on Smash.
Nope.
No clue.
Familiar with that one.
Here's another Smash. The Carvels, the last one to know. I'm assuming these are the A-sides, guys. Another Smash. Left Bank with a E on the end of it. Lazy Day. Or Pretty Ballerina.
I don't know their version of Lazy Day, but I do know that song. That's the same song.
Lazy Day. That one? Little Richard. Yeah, Good Golly Miss Molly. See, that's
that one everybody knows. Yeah.
And this is disgusting. You guys can't really see the dirt that's on this, but it is bad.
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh yeah, you can. Oh, ew.
Yeah. And that's how a lot of these come.
Sterilize that sucker.
Now you know why we call them Craptastic guys. But this actually might clean off fairly recently. And it might be actually protecting the record. We don't know. There's so much crap there. Mercy and Fireball. I'm sorry, Mercy with Love, and then Fireball is on the B side.
I think you actually sold me one of those.
I think I did. So, but there's duplicates in these too.
I think it was in one of those, one of the pylons.
Yeah, Billy and Lily, Lucky Ladybug, and I Promise You. And I find the weirdest labels, like Tag.
Yeah, that's been part of the fun buying those lots from you.
Yeah.
is so many of these labels I've never had before, or some of them are designs of that label that I did have that I've never seen before.
Yeah.
That that BT puppy, I'd never heard of that before. I picked up a few of those.
And it was a
I
thing, right?
Yeah, and I mean the
Hey,
labels are very cool.
hey, Patrick. Welcome,
Hi
buddy. Sorry.
Patrick. Hi
Oh,
Patrick.
oh, yes. Hello. Thank you, dear. So yeah, just weird. Okay, like okay, top rank international. Jack Scott, Cool Water. I don't know if that's the B side or not.
Hmm.
That guy. Okay, with the ring wear on here, that almost looks like perversion there. But I'm sorry. Anyway. Uh. Oh my gosh, Rennie, navy blue. You remember that one?
Yep.
Okay,
I think I
that
bought
was
one of those too.
this. This I had when I was a kid.
Yeah.
I mean, not this one, but this song. So that's
I
cool.
didn't recognize that until I had to pull it for one of the, I think Flashback Tracks had it on one, it hit #1 on one of the charts I was doing. And then
Yeah,
I recognized it when I heard it, but I didn't know what it was or who it was until I heard it. So some of those older ones, that's the way it is with me, especially if it was
yeah.
before
You don't. Yeah, you don't
1965.
recognize it till you hear it. Maybe.
Yeah. I'm like
Oh,
Mary that
Buckingham,
way with the older stuff.
kind of a drag. Buckingham's.
That
I've had a lot of these.
that was
Must
just
have been a very
on
popular
Radio
record.
Retro yesterday.
Yeah, and then some Elvis comes in. This is a reissue of Elvis.
More Elvis.
More Elvis. I get more Elvis. Patch It Up. I don't know what that is.
I don't know that either.
You don't have to say you love me. Oh,
Oh,
I know what that is.
that's the A side. That's the A
That's
side.
the A
Yep.
side. The Falcons. Oh, this belonged to Julie Ann Lumpkin.
And we'd like to say
Uh,
our thanks and say how wonderful, wonderful your record was, Julie Ann Lumpkin.
Yeah, I know. Wonderful, wonderful. The Falcons, where okay, it looks like they printed the label weird because the N and the S are popping up, but it ripped when it was in pressing, right? So right here.
Yep. Yep.
So this is amazing. So that's interesting. Country Shack. Neil Diamond. Holy, holy. So different genres, right? Different decades, different
Yep.
artists.
A little bit of everything.
I got the Youngblood. So yeah, this was all from the same stack of just craptastic lot.
Get
Youngblood
together. Yeah.
together. Yeah.
Now the question is the Youngbloods, what year does it have the copyright year on it? Because
I
that
think
was
it's
actually released twice and it wasn't a hit till the second release.
well, this looks like a repress label for one thing.
Yeah, it does.
And it does not state the year on here anywhere. But
Because I didn't realize it had not become a hit the first time around it was released. It peaked in like the 70s. And then it was featured in a movie documentary, and it shot to the top 10 2 years later under a
oh,
re-release. I was like, wow, okay,
okay. I'm not in love with this United Artists label.
yuck.
I love the way you love
Marv Johnson. I have no idea who that is.
Marv Johnson. I know, right? Jay and the Americans, come a little bit closer.
Yeah.
Some labels hold up better than others too, guys. These old black like United Artists, and there's a couple other ones that just don't hold up well. Anything white doesn't hold up well either, I could tell you that. But it again, it
We
depends.
could complain forever about printing on labels. We have.
We have
Silver, stop record labels, stop using silver on any color, because
Yeah.
silver on black is okay, but when you put silver on other label colors, it don't work.
silver on purple sucks.
Yes, it
I
does.
hate that. Solid extra dry. That's right. Elvis Presley's in the ghetto.
In the ghetto, yeah, big hit for him.
Bobby Martin.
For the love of him. Yeah.
For the love of him, and I think of you is now that is another interesting United Artists label.
Yeah. You know that one, right?
Yeah. Better Love You'll Never Be. Jimmy Rogers and Kisses. Oh, Kisses Sweeter
This is
Than
Sweeter
Wine.
Than Wine. Yeah, great song.
And I think that is a reissue as well, just from the label, because Roulette had a different look to it. Another Elvis. I really don't want. Oh, there goes my everything. And oh, I love it when they scratch their name into the label as well.
Oh, wonderful.
Now,
I'll be honest. I don't, when I buy those from you, I don't mind. I do not mind if the label or the sleeve has a price sticker
Or writing,
or a label,
like an address
like a
label or
little
something.
address
Yeah.
label, because that tells you a lot about who had it, where they're from. For me, I guess that's the kind of archaeology that I like to do when it comes to surrounding records. I
Hmm.
love to know where they came from, who had them. Now, if you're just writing your name on it, that I'm not real too
Yeah,
kind with.
exactly.
Although
Exactly.
I did that when I was a kid too, and I used to stick a little star label on some of mine. I still have it on some of my albums.
I
So
have found a few with stars on them. Yes, maybe they were yours. I doubt
I
it.
don't
But
think
you never
I
know.
doubt it. I did that one year when I lent them to one of our school dances, and I never got them off. So
Ah, okay. Yeah, they stay. They stay. Especially the
they
little
do.
type you had to lick. Those
Yeah,
stars.
that's what they
Yeah.
are.
White sport coat and pink carnation. Marty Robbins and Ray Conniff. And that's another Columbia. Just available. Another Presley here. I'm yours. That's the older RCA label there. RCA
Yeah,
Victor. Yeah. More Elvis. It feels so right. Hang on. Here, yeah,
don't
the
know that
United
one.
Artists. Marv Johnson. I just had him, didn't I?
Yeah, we did.
That's some labelware, kids.
Oh gosh, yeah, you can't
Oh,
even
and I was
read
going to
it.
show you this one. Now, you may think, okay, that's old. That might be worth something. Well, again, with Craptastic blocks, you never know what you're going to get. So let me see if I can hold it up. See this nick right here in the top, right
Yeah,
there?
yeah,
It goes well into the groove. That will not play. That's not
yeah,
going to play. So bye. You can't play it. Down
yeah.
in the West Texas town of El Paso. Exactly. Uh, you got what it takes, Marv. Now that's another sticker you'll see a lot of them.
Yeah.
Is like those number stickers or inventory stickers, and then you fill out the card to make sure that you knew exactly where the song was. Who's Al Casey?
No idea.
Keep talking.
Keep talking.
Keep
Yeah, I'm not
talking.
fond of that United Artists label. I
I am
have a
not.
favorite
I don't like
label
it at
among
all.
all the labels. Of every label, I have my favorites of what they've done. So,
Yeah, I
United
mean, I
Artists
love it.
label was the best in the late 70s and early 80s with that colorful orangey red one. Love
Hmm.
that label.
I love the Columbia swirl. Was it Columbia? Capital.
Capital.
And I love the
The Capital Rainbow is good too, with the black label with silver printing and
yeah,
and then the rainbow around the outside. I like that.
and the red and black Atlantic. I like that one.
Yep.
They stuck with that for a
Atlantic
damn long time.
Atlantic's never really changed the label itself. They just changed the color.
Yeah, or the font maybe, but
They
they.
started in the 70s, late 70s and early 80s. They started using silver for disco stuff
Mhm.
and a pink style for some of their promos
Yeah,
and
I think country is black and
R&B.
silver or something. Yeah,
Yeah.
and they did a great job. I mean, it's a classic. I mean, they
Yeah.
whoever designed that logo and that label, they did a great job. They didn't have to change it at all. Someone to watch over me, Tab Smith, and that is on Unite. It says United.
Okay. Who the hell is Tab Smith?
Oh, I don't know. We're gonna find out.
Never
W
heard of him.
Tender, more Elvis. Yeah, that's another reissue
That's
label. It's
on
the
that's
gold
on the gold medal.
standard.
Gold
Yeah.
standard, yeah.
Henry Mancini, love theme from Romeo and Juliet, or the
Yeah.
Windmills of Your Mind, which might be a better
Yeah.
choice.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
actually have that very record, but it's both songs, but it's on a gold standard
There's another Kiss is
label.
Sweeter Than Wine again. Like, okay, so then here's another condition issue you'll see. See that crack? It looks like somebody stepped on it with a high heel right there. I'm sorry. Okay, there's another one. Bye. Enough of the craftastic ones. You get an idea. So, you want me to pull from the box? Oh, this is the Capital label we were talking about. With
Yeah.
that swirly. Nobody
Capital
knows.
Swirl. It's
You
very
don't
cool.
have to tell me. So yeah, let's pull something out of here. Ugh. Speaking of that,
Now, are these all like one label? Because I know
these
you
are
said
all
he sorted by label, so
he did, yeah. And some of them are, but then sometimes we'll find a box where they're not. Like I'm looking up, I pulled Capital out of here. There's Columbia in here. That makes sense. There's C's, but
yeah.
and then there's Spectre Records in here.
Okay.
And
So a little bit of everything.
Impact,
Okay.
yeah. There's a little bit of everything in here. This
Cool.
is the Atlantic. This is that Atlantic label we were talking about. Classic.
Yep.
and they never changed it. This is the Drifters up on the roof, and this is in
Ooh,
fairly
great
decent
song. Great
fairly
song.
decent shape. So yeah, but that's out of the 30. But then yeah, this has got to be messed up because so I'll pull it out and it looks like this. It even came with some notes on it. Tennessee Waltz, Patty Page with My Eyes Wide Open. Now, is that what's in here? No. See, so I pull out of the plastic. Literally, it's on McGregor Records, Hollywood, USA, right? And it is Stars Fell from Alabama, Frank Messina, and the Mavericks.
Okay, yeah.
Oops, sorry. And Chili Peppers, which I assume might be the A-side. I don't know. Oh, no, this is the A-side.
Yeah.
It does have an A-side on it. Duh. So, yeah, it's obviously in the wrong sleeve, but this guy just threw things wherever he found them. Now I got to go find the Tennessee Waltz. But, you know, but yeah, this has got C's in it. So let me see. Paul Revere and the Raiders. Stepping out.
Okay, that one I don't know. What's the other
I'm
side?
not sure either. That's the fun of this, though, guys. Watch your hands. Oh, I'm sorry. Tab Smith was possibly an American saxophonist. Really? Well, that's good to know. Mary's looking stuff up. One of my favorite labels is K-Tel as well. I agree, but they didn't do a lot of their original work on the K-Tel label. Although, Rhino does some interesting stuff.
Interestingly enough, K-Tel did do a few original things in the 1980s, including one of the Miko albums. Swing Time's Greatest Hits is K-Tel originally.
Cool.
And a Captain Seal album came out on K-Tel also.
So, okay. So Bobby Gentry, obviously it's an ode to Billy Joe. Look at that. They wrote all over this. It says Brian Mollart. And it says 1967 September. So that must be when they got it or something. It's a treasure hunt, guys. It's like seriously, it's like buying comic books or anything. Canadian. Wait a minute. I gotta pull them out of the plastic too, guys. So forget. Ooh, okay, another. This sucks, because cool label, right? Canadian American, right? It is Lyndon Scott. I've told a little star, and you think, okay, it's dirty. I could clean it up, but then this happens. Can you see down here?
Oh yeah.
There it is. It's chippeted. I can't do anything with that. And it's cracked too, because I just pulled on it a little bit in it. So that happens. Bye.
That's sad.
It's a sad day. This would be heartbreaking for you, TC, if you had to go through all of these. You'd just cry. Dirty Records gone. Oh, I know. I'm not licking them, Laura. I just licked my finger. Santo and Johnny. No clue. Another one on that same label.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's something we should do one of these days on the show. Or maybe you should do it as just a video on Two Hip Chicks. You should show your record cleaning operation.
Oh, good
with
Lord.
Your machine and stuff,
You're absolutely right about that. Little Star, The Elegance on the app label.
APT? Apt? Okay.
Yeah. The B-side actually I think is Sharper. There you go. Getting Dizzy. And it is dirty. Yes, I agree, Laura. Those are nasty records. Look at that. How do you clean your records, TC? Let's talk about that for a minute.
I do. I have a spin clean, or I have a vinyl style.
So
which is a spin
every
clean.
single record you play, you spin clean?
I do bulk cleaning when I have time.
Okay. Oh my God.
And otherwise, I use my disc washer to just get the
so because we do so much of the nasties, right? We have a series where we go through and we do a cursory cleaning with something like this, which is like the 7 generations, like non-abusive cleaner, right? With a microfiber cloth and stuff. And then if it's something that's really bad, we'll scrub it with I use a very fine toothbrushy kind of thing on these. And then clean them again. And then I do have a record vacuum, thanks to my lovely wife and my lovely mother, who bought it for me. So yeah, all steps are taken depending on the condition and the value.
And ooh,
Not enough
ooh,
in Dean Martin
not enough Indians. Oh, that's not PC.
or Rainbows Are Back. But then again, here's another one where, okay, it's a promo. Cool. Okay, it's probably worth some money, maybe. But then there's a chip out of the top here. You see that?
You picked the chipped box, Don.
I did. Well, not necessarily. But this probably could be played and kept without a problem. It's just in the lead-in wax there.
Right.
So it's not too bad. And then, of course, like I said, this guy is a completist. So we have not enough Indians, promo, and then here is the pressing of it.
Uh-huh. That's cool.
So that's the kind of thing we're finding in these boxes. And then once in a while, you just find picture sleeves. Let me see if I found... yeah, I showed you earlier.
Yeah.
Like this one. Being from Dr. Kildare, that's got to be worth money, right? And another one. Hang on. George Hamilton.
What's that second Richard Chamberlain you just wrote? Did you know he did a version of Close to You?
Love Me Tender.
Okay. He did a version of Close to You. He was the first person to record Close to You.
If I find that, I'll send it to you.
Yeah, I'd love to hear that.
Don't envy this man. He is a professional. And then, like you said, sometimes they took the opportunity to have a picture sleeve and didn't do a damn thing with it except print all over it.
Yeah.
Why would you?
Which is a great song. And they're a great band. I love the Hermits. Hermits are my favorite British invasion band. But yeah, that's just stupid. Why not? Where's Peter in the group? I mean, that's just like, that's dumb.
I have seen stuff with him. Hey, yeah, Wildflower here. Welcome, Wildflower. If you're here, I didn't see you pop in. There you are. Welcome, dear. We're talking 45s. Listening for the last 25 minutes, packing records. Hey, nice job. Larry's here. Larry's selling the records too, baby. Larry loves his. Yeah. Okay, he has an ultrasonic cleaner. That ain't cheap either, by the way.
No, but they're getting better. They're getting better in price. Nice. I've actually looked at a couple of them. So
I thought about just taking a belt sander and or orbital sander and sticking it against a tub of water, but I don't think that would work.
That's not gonna work.
That would work. I don't think that
would work. Nice try.
And the Angriest Daughter is here as well. Hey, Michael, how you doing, buddy?
Hey, Michael. Welcome.
So yeah, I'm just going through a box randomly, just for shits and giggles, because I can. Ooh, another picture sleeve. Johnny Tillotson, Talk Back, Trembling Lips. That was a hit, I believe.
Probably. He's more country, so it probably wasn't.
So, and this one, okay, this one looks like it's been played a little bit, and it's a little hazy. Where are we? Here we go. I don't know. Can you see the haze on it a little bit?
Yeah, a little bit, but it's not terrible.
No, and sometimes you can get that off, and sometimes you can't. Maybe it was in a smoker's house or something.
Yeah.
And then it'll come off fairly easily. But sometimes I don't know if it's something they used to clean it, or where it was stored, or what. But sometimes that does not come off. So you gotta kind of find out. Oh, I got two of them if you want one. Here's another one. Connie Francis. I am assuming that Drown in My Sorrows is the A side of that one. And then a bunch of okay, so here's MGM. That was obviously done well.
Yeah.
Elvis Presley. More Elvis, a lot of RCA. Let me see what else I got here. Yeah, this is all mixed up. After a while, I think he was just throwing records in boxes.
Yeah, maybe so.
Some Beach Boys. I found good Sloop John B. 1966, it says Pop Surf. So somebody wrote on there. And it's VG, probably. Good. So what's cool about the Capitol label is it was both Bee Gees and Beatles. So when we find Capitol label, and there's a lot of Beatles and Bee Gees. Or Bee Gees. Sorry, Beach Boys. Yeah. So
Bee Gees were Atco.
Yeah, I know what you're Exactly. Slip of the tongue. Lou Rawls was also on Capitol. Love is a hurting thing. says Halls or Hales. Peter and Gordon did Lady Godiva. Remember, I think we talked about that.
Yeah.
The Beatles did it when they did. And the Seekers were also. So they did Georgie Girl, which was fun.
Oh.
You don't like that song?
I love that song.
Oh, you love that song.
Yeah.
Do you have a copy of it?
I don't know. If
Well,
I do,
now
it
you do.
probably
There you
came
go.
in some of the other stuff I purchased from you.
Now you do. Elvis. Hey, I've got extras, as they say. I'm good with that. All you need is love. Bum, 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 bum. Some of these have been, I see Mary's notes on some of them, so she must have looked through some of these. But not all of them. Because there's only a couple that have writing on them, and the rest are just...
Mary, I hope she's not messing up your work.
I will be. I did. They're not graded, they're just written on. To Know You is to Love You by Peter and Gordon, and that looks like a remainder hole.
Yeah, that is. That came out of definitely was returned and then sent out to the
number
cheap
one
man.
On it, so it's in actually pretty good shape considering. Not bad.
You'll probably find in that guy's collection that a lot of the remainder stuff has probably never been played or been played twice, 3 times, and that's it.
If that's it, yeah.
Because
unless you bought them at a
sell.
garage sale or something.
Yeah.
Ha! I love that cover. Connie Francis.
That shirt looks like something my mother would wear.
Yeah, there you go.
In the 60s.
Yeah, it's very close to. I mean, when I see this, I flash on. Oh, Mickey, you're so fine. You're so yeah. Yeah, you know what I mean.
Yeah, I do.
More Connie Francis.
And her fingernails. Yikes! Those are weapons.
Different conditions. I think this guy also picked up picture sleeves, and he just bought the sleeves, and then when he found the record, he stuck it with it. Mm-hmm. Because some of these picture sleeves are pristine, but the records have a lot of label wear, or more label wear than you think. So I think he just picked them up. It's the same one. Another Beatles. Oh, hey, Beatles Ticket to Ride. There you go.
Woohoo.
Woohoo. Hang on, I'm getting deeper into the... And you guys might be bored, but TC and I are having a good time. There you go.
Yeah, they're still there.
Oh, Drowned in My Sorrows. Connie Francis, that's a little flirty. And those of you who are playing estate sale bingo, straw hat. Thank you. All right, moving on. I can bring it all around.
Maybe we should start playing 45 bingo, all the different labels and.
Ooh, that's an idea. That's an idea. More Connie Francis. Oh, she likes her sailors. There you go. Follow the Boys. The B-side was Waiting for Billy. I'll bet she was. Ashtray, not yet, but we'll get there, Patrick. A lot of Concy Francis. Let's see what else is in here. Whee! There are more picture sleeves in here than I thought there were. There you go.
More Johnny Tillotson, yep.
Yep, worried guy. He looked a little worried. More Connie Francis, Blue Winter. She loved her turtlenecks, didn't she? Her sweaters and turtlenecks. She loved that stuff. Guess what? That's right. She's gone. Hank Williams Jr. What's the other side? Going Steady with the Blues. That's on MGM.
That Hank Williams Jr.?
Yeah.
That early? Damn. He must have been in his early 20s at that point.
That's what it says here. Anybody wants to look it up? The song is, well, I can give you the label or the catalog number if you want it. More Johnny. Worry. He almost looks like a serial killer there, but I'm not going to say that. Oh, sorry, I just did. Forget it. More Johnny. Shh. We're trying not to be judgy here. Another Hank Williams Jr. Is this the same one? Nope. Endless Sleep and My Bucket's Got a Hole in It.
I didn't realize he had started recording that early because that label is 66, 67.
Easy,
before that.
Yep.
Because they came up with that blue and gold in 68 in time.
Yeah,
for
the Rainbow MGM.
Yeah.
This is Herman's Hermits. I'm Henry the Eighth, I am.
Yes. Kim knows that song very well. She uses it to torture me. I love it, but she does.
Does she now? Does she now? Well, I've learned something new here. I know why. Come on, Jerry, Connie Francis. Whose heart are you breaking tonight? Obviously, she had a history. Okay. So this is the picture sleeve for that. So I've got that. This one was a special disc jockey version.
Oh, yes.
Here. Right, same song. More Johnny Tillson. She understands me, and that's why I'm outside by the tree. That's why he's worried. There you have it. Some of the pictures they took for these.
Yeah, they're still better than any picture Karen and Richard took.
Any picture, exactly.
Almost, yeah.
This is when he was trying out to be James Bond, I believe. He really had a lot of picture sleeves. More Elvis, Such a Night, and Never Ending. Ain't That Loving You, Baby? Ain't it? Ask
Ain't
Me.
it?
She's a devil in disguise. Oh, yeah. I remember that one. So this is the kind of thing we get in these boxes, guys. And
this
again,
way, you could probably get a whole box of Elvis together and just
they
send it
come
to
like
Glamma, and she'd
all
be
I've gone
happy.
through. Yeah. Oh my God. But wait, there's more. Anybody, chime in if you're looking for something in particular. This one is weird. I think this is a promo. Yeah, advanced pressing of Johnny Tillotson, I Can't Help It, and I'm So Lonesome I Could Cry, which is probably the A side, I would think. Whoops. Let me give you that one.
Oh, that's a different label. He's shifted
It's a
from
promo,
MGM to Cadence
it's
from
Cadence.
MGM.
Not MGM, and it's actually in pretty good shape.
Ooh, yeah, that's
I know,
good.
right? 1962, it says promo. Somebody else wrote that. That's not my wife's writing. I'll pull that one out. Count Every Star, Linda Scott, and Land of Stars on the is this Canadian American? I don't know that label. Is that a big
I don't
label?
either, but that's a better label than the one from earlier. The design is more colorful, and you can see it better.
That.
Yeah.
That's just, I don't know that one, so I'll have to. The Seville label. I pull it out for you. Sometimes it's hard to see in these white sleeves.
Marcy Blaine, Bobby's Girl. Well, it's got an X on it, so that was obviously a radio station copy.
Yeah, because the B-side doesn't seem to have it.
Right.
Time to Dream, but I've never heard of the Seville label either.
Nope, I haven't either.
That's not in bad shape.
You would expect the Chipmunks to be on the Seville label, but they're not.
Different Seville, maybe?
Actually, I wouldn't be surprised it's the same dude. He was a producer and an entrepreneur. He probably did have his own label for a while. I wouldn't be surprised.
Here's another one. Yeah, he might have on the Seville label. I hate this. Pet peeve. When stupid places sell them and put the damn sticker
yes.
right there.
Yes.
On the
never touch the vinyl.
Don't touch the vinyl. And okay, so it peels off to that point. I guess I would literally have to cut this off or attack it with a heat gun, because this is just going to get in the way of the play. But
yeah,
this is also Marcy Blaine doing What Does a Girl Do? I can tell you. How can I tell him what a girl does? Maybe. I don't know what that means, but that's me. Dean Martin. Have you ever heard the Dean Martin version of Gentle on My Mind? It's a promo too. But that's not the side you want, because although it's starred, the star on this one is actually on the back. That's when I see the blues. And that's where they put the star. So from 1969 it says here. Oh, Spirit in the Sky. The original, it looks like. Come here. Thank you. You're stuck for a reason?
Yeah, that's the original.
Greenbaum.
I always found it hilarious, the story behind that song.
Spirit in the Sky?
Yeah.
What is the story behind that?
Norman Greenbaum wanted to have a hit, wasn't really particular about what it was, and a lot of religious theme, God-themed songs were hitting big. So he wrote Spirit of the Sky. The man is Jewish.
Yeah, well, yeah. You assume by the name.
And he's singing a song about I have a friend in Jesus, which Jewish faith does not believe in. So Really, dude?
So
Okay.
somebody covered this and they had a hit with it too, but it was more like a heavier guitar version, right?
Yeah, there was a guitar version. There was even a disco dance version in the 1980s.
Surprise me.
Yeah.
All right. Michael says that Seville is the sister label to the UK-based President Records, popular in the 60s.
Ah.
And that's an AI answer, but thank you. We'll take the AI answer.
Yeah, they're not always wrong. Just 60% of the time.
Early trolling, yeah. Early trolling. The Beach Boys on Reprise, which is interesting. Add some music to your day, and Susie Cincinnati. There's Susie Cincinnati.
Hey, save Susie Cincinnati. You can send it to Patrick.
Exactly. Patrick, you want a copy of that? All right. Peggy Lee doing. I love this. I love me a good. I love me a good copy of this song, and no matter what it is. And this is Peggy Lee's version of Fever.
Oh, that's the good one. The really good one from the beginning. Although
I've
never heard a bad version of that song.
No, but I like Eartha Kitt's version too.
Julie London does a pretty good version of it.
Julie London does a great version of it. I agree with that. Okay, now we're getting into some Spectre. The Shirelles, Soldier Boy, and that even came with its own little Spectre record sleeve.
Cool.
I know, right? So, see, I love doing this.
Yeah.
And this is fun. If you guys are bored, we're sorry, but this is fun for us. Little Susie on top. Well. That's interesting. I like the jam version of Fever. Ooh, I haven't heard that one, Larry. I got to look it up. Wait a minute. I'm writing it down because I try to keep notes when you guys come up with great ideas. Jam's version of Fever. Thank you. I will check it out. I don't think I've heard that. Nancy Sinatra doing 100 Years and See the Little Children. Reprised. So we're going to reprise now. Nancy Sinatra and Lee Hazelwood doing Some Velvet Morning, which is a weird little song. Have you guys heard this?
I don't think if it's on that album I got by them, I haven't had time to listen to it yet. I bought it
it's a weird little song. And this one came in a green sleeve. Green sleeves. Green sleeves should come in green sleeves, don't you think? All right. Let's see. Ooh, this one came with a jukebox. These boots are made for walking, Nancy Sinatra. There you go.
How's the condition?
It doesn't look too bad. I'd say at worst it's VG. There we go. It looks actually pretty good.
Yeah. Because that's the one you rarely find in good shape.
Because it got played to death.
Exactly.
Played to death.
Exactly.
And none of these songs were in Last Night on... No, they're not. Not a one of them. That's interesting. So yeah, I'll put that one aside and see how it plays out. Gary Puckett again with Woman. That one. Hey baby, they're playing our song, the Buckinghams. Hey baby, they're playing our song. That Columbia label I'm not a fan of.
I don't know why they decided to put the artist name sideways. It never made any sense.
I don't know. I don't get it.
During that one era.
Here's Young Girl. Yeah, Young Girl. The Union Gap featuring Gary Puckett.
Okay,
Mom loves them.
Momster and Debbie are going to be going out of their mind.
Oh, yeah. Here's another Canadian-American, Linda Scott. How many artists do they have? One? I don't know why, and it's all because this one is in like a double sleevey thing. They only had Linda Scott, the poor suckers. That's all they had.
The first one you showed was somebody else, but other than that, all the other ones have been Linda Scott. Yep. And
that's another I don't know why. Okay, Roulette did this weird thing with their labels, and
Yeah. That was the late 60s, real barrels full of drugs, period.
Oh my God. Talk about, when this is going around on a turntable, try to read it. I dare you. Try it. I think we're alone now. Tommy James and the Shondells, which actually is a good record. Yeah, all right. Think twice before you speak. L. King. What in the heck label is this? Sahara, maybe? Let me get it out of the sleeve. It says it's from 1966. It is in horrible shape. The label has been worn to death. That's how bad it looks. So it's the winner is one side, and then there, whoops, and then I think twice before you speak. That's how it looks. And I think it's Sahara,
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
a Flag record production. This thing has, and it looks like truly this thing was driven through the Sahara because it is in horrid shape.
Yeah, it does not look like good shape at all.
Yeah. You can make
The
yourself
winner, it's not a winner.
if you're gonna hold me up big like that, at least put yourself in the corner on the side or something. I want people to see your face too. I don't want to be. It's not all about me. It's not all about me. Do you know how to do that? That didn't help.
Working.
How about
Oh,
this?
well.
Oh God, that didn't help.
No, I just wanted to be. I couldn't see the label. That's what I was doing there because I couldn't see that Sahara label.
There you are.
So we can go back to the other one if you want.
Yeah,
to.
put it back if you want. Yeah, I just wanted to find it. Rondo. I think this is a college label or something. Here, hang on a second. Rondo. Oops. College medley Notre Dame, Wisconsin, Maine, Illinois, Georgia.
Yep. Yike.
No, it wasn't just Tiffany that did. I think we're alone now. On the Rondo label.
All these 60s fans want to stomp on you now, Michael.
Well, nothing wrong with the 60s. Why is he giving you shit about the 60s?
No, I'm just saying. I said all the 60s fans who like Tommy James, I think we're alone now, are going to want to stomp on him for Tiffany.
Got it. Yeah, they will. Rick label? Yeah, RIC. Of course, this, if I can hold it up straight. You talk too much, Joe freaking Jones. That can't be a good record to have and play. I love you still, but you talk too much. That's the B-side is I love you still.
There's one of Mary's related songs on A&B.
I love you still. It's like, dude, pick an emotion. All right. Let me put this back in here. I'd not heard the Rick label either.
No, that's new to me too.
More Gary Puckett, Peter and Gordon, yada, yada, yada. All right, drawn from the center of the pile, we have, Tennessee Ernie Ford Spirituals. Boy, I tell you. And it's an EP, too.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Wow. That's amazing. Wow.
I've never seen it. And I'm just show that again. Is that a green Capitol label?
Yeah, it's a kind of a...
I have never seen green for Capitol.
Foresty Capitol green. And it's an EP. So it's from an album. It says album 818. So it probably came out of a set of records.
Yeah.
Just a closer walk with thee, Peace in the Valley, Wayfaring Pilgrim, and Where Were You There? No, I wasn't there. Nor do I plan to be there. I was not there. Yeah, I'm sure that was part of an album set or something.
Yeah.
Dee Diana. Frankie Avalon, of course, on the Chancellor label.
Chancellor, yep. That was
a lovely pink when it came out, but now it's horrible because of the wear on it. Mm-hmm. It was just the most pretty little Pepto-Bismol pink you'd ever seen.
Like the Deca Pink promo.
Yeah, it looks... Actually, Deca Pink is bolder than this.
Yeah.
There we go. That's more of what it... God bless America. I can't hold things up straight. And it's actually washing out a little bit on camera. It's more pink. But the Deca Pink is really bright pink. Like, that is super Pepto-Bismol pink. Or bashful or blush, depending on how you look at it. This must be... Okay, so this is more pink, and it's a Chancellor, so you see the difference in the two.
Yeah.
Frankie Avalon was on Chancellor, I guess.
Yeah, he was.
Gingerbread and Blue Betty. Not to be confused with Black Betty.
I hope not.
That's a different song. Ram Jam did that, and they did a wonderful job, by the way.
Yeah, they did.
Turn Me Loose. Fabian was also on that label. Cadence. Okay, Cadence is another one that did silver on Burgundy. Not the best way to go, Cadence. It was easier to read than some. I got to give you that.
The Ames. Oh, Andy Williams, Butterfly. Great song.
Yep. Yep. And that they put the sticker on the B side. I don't know why. Maybe they just did that so it didn't mess up the A side label. I don't know. Oh, Laura could catch me again. Look at my finger. I got to get into the plastic sleeve, dear. Baby doll, Andy Williams, or Since I Found My Baby. Okay, now this looks like it's in good shape, and it's a song I know. I just heard bing.
Mm-hmm.
The Chordettes, Mr. Sandman.
Oh, yes.
Boom, 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 boom.
Love
And
Emmylou
it's actually
Harris's
pretty good
cover of
shape.
that.
It's not in bad shape. It's got a little haze to it, but not bad. I Don't Want to See You Crying is the B-side. So do you guys in the chat, do you guys ever buy like bulk 45s? And if you do, how do you buy it? I mean, do you like go in and make an offer? Do you buy stuff that's already been sleeved and graded? Or do you buy stuff that's just mystery? I sat next to Frankie Avalon his first, what? What? Seriously? Nice. a hardwood briefcase. No, dear, you should not answer that question. I meant everybody else. I know how you buy shit. Andy Williams, are you sincere? No, not really. I Like Your Kind of Love. Ooh, Andy Williams, and Stop Teasing Me. Also on Cadence.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, more Elvis. One Broken Heart for Sale.
Jump back to RCA from Cadence there.
I know it doesn't make any sense. No, it doesn't make any sense. Let's keep going. Oh, hey, look what I found. Just popped up at the right spot. So you know what's call gems, right? The Monkees.
Mostly the Monkees.
Another Pleasant Valley Sunday.
Ooh, nice sleeve.
That is a nice sleeve. It was 77.
That's the way a picture sleeve should look.
Yeah, it's got some like, I don't know if that's mildew or what on it, but this is the record. So it's right in front of this. So maybe it doesn't match exactly, because here's Daydream Believer. And then here is another one. Well, just the sleeve.
I'll be damned. So it must not be exact match.
Probably
maybe the
not.
sleeve only goes with one pressing plant and the other one doesn't.
That's never stopped this guy before. When we've gone through stuff where he's had like demos or promos in picture sleeves, and damn well they didn't come with that. So, and the numbers didn't match exactly. There's another one. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm a believer in not your stepping stone, which is very cool. But yeah. Okay. This label sucks, by the way. I'm going to pull it out of here because you'll never see it if I don't, and then you may not even see it. Jimmy Darren doing Angel Face and I Don't Want to Lose You. On the Cool Picks.
I hate Cool Picks. I hate the coloring on that label. That label sucks.
That is the worst. And I know there's a smudge there, and there's probably a marker on a sticker here, but God bless America. Do you have to do that?
You can read it, but my gosh, it's just like that is an ugly label.
Yeah. And it's kind of a gold tone, red washy ink on it, and black. It just does not work, man. It just does not work. Don't. Of course, you don't see them anymore because they're not out there anymore. Ooh. Event Records. The Buchanan Brothers. I'll Never Get Enough. And Son of a Loving Man. That's terrifying. But here you go. The event label.
I have never heard of that label.
And this is the A-side. Son of a Loving Man is the A-side. Kevin and I love the Monkees. They don't get the love they deserve. No, I agree. The Monkees are great.
Yeah.
Michigan absolutely adores the Monkees. Yeah. All the time. Love the Monkees. So, yeah, I'd never heard of the event label. And of course, there's no notes on this one at all. But that is the A-side, Son of a Loving Man. I got to play that and find out what the hell that sounds like.
I think that's probably a good place to wrap up.
Are we done? Oh my God, we're done. I'm sorry. See, we could go on and on and on and on.
Yeah, we
Okay.
could. We could have done this all night.
Literally. In fact, you don't know. We might just do this after the show's over. All right, guys. See, tell everybody what you're up to and what you're doing, and thank you for letting me hog the show tonight. I appreciate it.
No, I enjoyed the heck out of that because I love watching that stuff, and you know that, and finding all kinds of cool stuff. As far as what I'm doing right now, I'm still recovering from the derived disaster that I had in December, but I have more and more coming back every week. Right now, it's Radio Retro Countdown on Sunday, Flashback Tracks on Thursday, Kirkham Report, and Saturday Night Disco Party on Sunday, and Sunday Night AM 70s on Sunday night. And then, of course, next week, I hope Obscuria will be back Monday through Friday at 11 a.m.
Yeah, I hope so too. I love that. Cool. I'm glad you're recovering. I'm glad that that whole thing
Slowly, it's coming along.
Yes. Yes. All right. As for us, me and Mary, my lovely wife who's in the chat, we will be doing many things this week. Obviously, every other week we do this with TC. I and TC do this. And so in 2 weeks, it'll be on TC's channel. Please come hang out with us there and drop in comments as what you'd like to talk about. Also, and then for the rest of the week, you got the button? Or do you want me to have the button? Oh,
I got it.
Tuesday nights at 7. Thank you. Where you may find some of these records showing up. And you probably will because we play the records there and it's a lot of fun. And TC is very cool about modding for me and getting information in, doing the more you know kind of information, which is great. And I appreciate that so much. And then Tuesdays and Thursdays during the day, Mary and I at noon Eastern time have a show called Chick Chat. Tuesdays it's just yakking for an hour, and Thursdays it's turned into an estate sale bingo kind of, I don't know, rivalry. There's no money involved, there's no prizes, but bragging rights, and those who brag have the right. Those who win have the right to brag. So I believe this week's bragging rights belong to Greg and Patrick.
Oh, cool. Okay.
They did a flip because the week before that it was Patrick and Greg, and now it's Greg and Patrick. So
that's because I wasn't there.
I know, exactly. That's what I said. Anyway. And then, of course, we're on Johnny's New England Cajuns show on Wednesday, his Hump Day auction. At 1, I believe that starts, where we sell a bunch of stuff too. We would go through CDs like crazy. I've been pulling albums that I'm just not going to have time to get to. So all good things, as they say. And then there's our usual Wednesday. I have a Weird Album Wednesday this week. It's going to be fun. And then Friday album, if YouTube would just leave me alone and stop blocking those, I'd be happy. Where we pull an album from our own collection. But YouTube, I get like 50 views on those, and then they go blocked. So I'll just keep putting them out there. I don't care. And then on Sunday, I actually upload some of the stuff I play graded, the 45. So you can check that out. That comes out every Wednesday. And I've had a lot better luck with that than I have full albums. So that's everything in a nutshell for us. I really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Please put in the notes if you want to, check out anything. If, you want any of the 45s I showed, let me know. I mean, I showed so many, I can't even tell you what I looked at now. So, yeah, and just come to hang out with us because we have a lot of fun here every other week. And TC's channel is great, so you got to go subscribe to him as well. So there you go. That's it in a nutshell, I guess.
Yep, sounds good.
Thank you, everybody. We love you all. Take care, and we will see you next time on the YouTubes. Peace out, man.
Ciao, baby.
Ciao, baby.
Two hip kicks.